everybody? It's me, your boy, MTP ASMR. I'm back with another pasta video, guys. You already know what today is. If you don't, you better know right now. Today is another day, another dollar, another opportunity for us to be great, for us to reach our goals, do what we want to do, and just to be the best versions of ourselves, guys. Guys, if you read the title, you already know what today is. You guys really don't seem to like these videos, but I like making them because I like to read these chapters every week. So we got a new One Piece chapter, guys. One Piece chapter 1149. We're almost at 1450. One more. Oda is the GOAT. One Piece is the GOAT. I've been reading it since the start of Egghead. I've been reading the manga since the start of Egghead. So I've seen the anime. I haven't been keeping up with the anime because I want to get farther. I want them to finish Egghead, and I'm gonna start watching the anime again. I've started watching like the beginning of Egghead, the Egghead arc, but I didn't finish the anime version. It's still going, so I'm still waiting for it to continue. Anyways, guys, let's get started. It's One Piece. One Piece chapter 1149. Oda made a cover, not a cover story, but like a spread cover, like a spread page. Look, it's all in color. It looks pretty good. You see Sanji, Nami, Robin, Zoro, Luffy, Chopper. You see Usopp. You see Bonnie. And you see Lilith. They're all like at a cafe. It says Bontakoro Maid Cafe. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. They all look pretty cute. You see Usopp in the background tripping out along with this cat. I guess they're looking at the bill, and they're like looking like, oh my gosh, too much money. Alright, we go down to the actual chapter. Here we go. Okay, we start off. You see Nami, Brook, Usopp, Robin, and Jinbei. They all go, what? The title of the chapter is called 1 Second. And then you see from the continuation from the last video, or the last chapter, you see Scopper Cabon. He axed Saint Summers, and he cut his hand off. He said, "Who is that?" And you see Scopper Cabon. He has his axe, and it looks like he's using some type of hockey on the axe to cut it. It says at the bottom, it says the Pirate King's left hand emerged from nowhere. And you see Summers on the ground. He's yelling in agony. He's going, "Grah!" He got blood coming out of his mouth. Usopp says, "Why did that work? What did you do?" He said, Scopper, he goes, "I'm rusty." And then we go cut back. You see Scopper, he's flipping his axe, and then he's about to go cut him again. Summer says, what? Barreries. And then you see, he used a bunch of like his, Summers used a bunch of his thorns, like thorn vines, to, I guess, protect himself. And then he flipped and landed on his feet. He goes, "Huff." He says, "Mountain Eater of, why are you on Elbaf?" Scopper, he says, "Nothing wrong with a serious dog, right?" And then they're fighting. He's using a vine. One of his, Scopper's using his axe, and Summers is using a thorn, like a thorn sword. He goes, "Huh?" Usopp says, "You met him at the castle." And then you see the Straw Hat crew. They're all tied up, but they're talking. I think it's Nami. She says, "Yeah, Luffy and Zoro were totally overwhelmed by him. Yeah, because she was there with him, with them. Overwhelmed by him. He's the father of Colin, the kid we met at the school. Who's obsessed? That old guy. Robin says, unless I misheard, he said he's Copper Gabon. Jinbei says, well, he's equal to Rayleigh. He's the left hand of the Pirate King. And then I think Brooke is talking. He says, that's Shorta. That Shorta person is in the... That sort of person is in the land of giants. What a question mark. You see Chopper, he's still in, he's still in the beard of... get these names, there's so many names. Of Sao. He says, the attacks are really having an effect. How come? And then Robin, he says, I can't budge, but I can use my powers to assist you. Jinbei says, stop it, Robin. His iron thorns are a terrible matchup for your hand-to-hand combat style. So Jinbei is giving her some advice. He's like, don't do it. His thorns is gonna hurt you, so don't do it. It's a bad matchup. You see Summers, he throws a bunch of thorns at Scopper. He says, Thorn Rush and Hell on the Crimson Lotus. And you see he throws a bunch of thorns at Scopper. He says, there isn't even a square inch for you to stand on. You see, he's putting a bunch of spikes on the ground and he's throwing thorns at him. And then you see Scopper, he goes, Future Roku, Fucho, he says, Futen Roku, and he slices Summers like from his shoulders up off, while using like some type of hockey and his axes. And at the bottom it says, because like what his attack is, it says, this may be a play on words on referencing to a music composition for Japanese novels, which I have no idea because I don't read Japanese novels. And then you see Scopper, Scopper, he says, I'm in a hurry, you know. And then he's like axing, he's using his axe, he's spinning around, cutting all the vines. And then you see Summers, he says, come. Wait, oh, no, I read this wrong. Oh my god, get the fuck out of here, Ed. So that went like that, okay, yeah, so they're fighting, okay. He says, Thorn Rush and Hell on the Crimson Lotus. There isn't a square inch for you to stand on. He says, I'm in a hurry, you know. And then he's like cutting all the vines. He says, come. And then he jumps and cuts his shoulders off. And then you see him like he's like dying or something. He says, whoops. And you see a bunch of spikes on the ground. He said, that was close. He jumps and does a flip. And then he runs past him. He said, wait up, Colin. As he like just literally just run past him. He cut his whole entire like top half off, and he kept running past him. And you see Usopp and Nami with their eyes all bugged up. They go, oh, it's pretty funny. And then you see he took him out. The Straw Hat says, as they're still tied up. You see Chopper. He's inside of his Sal's beard. He looks like he transformed to a regular reindeer. It's been a while since we've seen Chopper transform to anything. He transformed to a regular reindeer, it looks. And he says, Chopper, where are you going? Ow, it hurts. Yeah, Chopper's running towards Scopper. And he's running past the thorns. He said, ouch, that hurt. And he says, how was he able to cut someone who's immortal? This would be crucial information. So Chopper is going to get the information to figure out how did he cut this guy who's basically immortal, which is really important because we still don't know how the fuck he did this. asleep. Oh my god, get the hell out of here. We see all the kids there sleeping on the ground, and it looks like one of the giants are like walking past. It looks like they're at the library, I think. So, alright, well done. Boom. Crackle, crackle. This should be good. Oh, she set the, what's her name? She set the library on fire, like they were told to do. And he says, Quelling, the dragon guy, Quelling, I think it's Quellington. He says, I understand you did all you can. That's enough. As for over there, I'll deal with that. He throws an arrow. He shoots a flaming arrow at the library again. And then it goes on fire, damn. So they did set the library on fire. Whoosh. Whoa. Now it's really burning. The library, Robin says, she's crying. Sal's on the ground and he's still hurt. Then we cut to the village where Jarol, the leader of the giant, he's sniffering. He said, "It's not your fault, Chief Jarol. The other giants are trying to quell him, telling him it's not his fault." Jarol says, "The words of our ancestors are history itself is," as he's crying. And then we cut to where that little girl giant is like hanging off the edge of the tree branch. She's looking at the library in the distance, and it's on fire. Quellin, he's on the intercom. He said, "This is Quellingham. Ignition is complete. Withdraw, child." Saying, okay, you can pull her back now that we set the library on fire. You see Gungo. She's there because she has her arrow pointed out of the branch, like it was about to basically walk her off the plank type shit. She says, "Is it so hard to show a little joy?" As the little girl is walking back crying, she says, "I'm sorry." And then at the bottom it says, "I'm super sorry for being alive." The little girl's talking. "I'm super sorry for being alive. It's all my fault that everything is burning. Stop it, Ranjin." All the kids are like, "No, it's not your fault. It's okay." She says, over in the comments, she says, "I'm sorry." "That's not true, Ranjin." All the giant pirates are running towards them. You see Dory, Broggy, and the rest of the giant pirates. Culture, history, children, even military might. You lot have no right to take that away. As you see Scopper, he's running towards Gunku with his axes. Gunku says, "The Pirate King's crew. You do know resisting means the hostage will die, right?" "Hey, it's Yasan." The kids are looking back. "Hey, it's Yasan. Colin, Yasan is here." He goes, "Huh?" "He's come to rescue us." And then Scopper thinks in his head, he said, don't give it away, Colin." Ah, damn. He fucked up. Colin yells out, "Dad. That's my dad, everybody. My dad is stronger than anyone else. He'll save everybody. Hooray." And then you see he's literally yelling. He's like super angry. Gungu glares at Colin as you see him like looking angry. He throws an axe over to her. And you see, oh my god, no. Gungu, she's about to like stab Colin. "Get off me. Off you if you insist." He says, "Get off me." She says, "Off you if you insist." She's about to stab him in the neck. She says, challenging me means only one thing. This is my last chance. If I act now, the fires can be put out. The kids can be rescued, and Elbaf will be saved. If it'll have to be down in an instant. Colin, just give me 1 second. Hold on. You're a strong kid. That's what Scopper is yelling to his kid. Colin says, "Got it, Dad. Just bear with the wounds. For now, I'll save you. I'm a warrior. Please defeat her." Ganku says, "A life taken cannot be returned." Colin. And then you see a flashback. Scopper is having a flashback of when Colin was born. He's our child, y'all son. He's such a big cutie. Thank you for giving him life, Ripley. This is a treasure of a lifetime. Ripley says, "Colin, please be okay." She stabs Colin in the neck. He's like bearing the pain. He goes, "Ooh." And then you see, if I can't, Scopper, he's talking and says, "If I can't stop her here, this tragedy will worsen." Oh my god, these motherfucking ads. Okay. Yeah, he said, "If I can't stop her here, this tragedy will worsen." And then you see, she stabbed Colin right through the neck, like clearly through the neck, as he's crying. And then you see, "I can't take it, Colin." Colin says, "I can't take it." Oh my god. He says, he yells out, "Colin." And then he's crying. He says, "Please stop. I give up." He dropped his axe. And then you see, I think she pulled the knife out of his neck. Whoosh. "I'm sorry, Elbaf," he says in his head. "Such a weak being." And then she throws an arrow at, oh my god, she threw an arrow. She threw multiple arrows at Scopper, stabbing him in the chest. It's going through his chest as he's falling down to the ground. He says, "I'm sorry, Colin. It must have hurt real bad. Sorry." And then he goes, "Huh?" He's looking down at his dad. He's like, "No." He goes, Daddy." He fell off of the edge of the tree branch. Damn. And then you see Chopper. I guess Chopper jumped down. She's Colin's yelling, "Daddy." God damn it, these motherfucking ads. He's yelling, "Daddy." And then you see he's crying, "Daddy." All the rest of the kids are crying too. "Yasan, Daddy, there." And then you see Ganku, she has a flashback. She says, "Father." I don't know what the hell she's going through. She says, "Father." She goes, "Father," like she's crying. And then she says, "What is this memory?" Whoa, ho, ho. Yo, ho, ho, ho. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Father. What is this memory of yo, ho, ho? Is that fucking Brooke? Having like a flashback of Brooke. It's definitely Brooke. You see somebody with a knife, like a sword, and like the afro, and you see music symbols around them with a little girl, like it's a silhouette. Holy shit, hold up, what's going on? God damn, these ads are sucky. Where literally is the end. He says, the flashback says, "You see, my dream is to be a pirate." And then you see like she's coming back from like this memory. She's like shooken up from this random memory. And then you cut back to Brooke, Usopp, and Jinbei. I think Brooke, he says, "They really do look alike. Usopp says, we gotta think of an escape plan." Brooke says, "My apologies." Brooke, Gunku's thinking, "Brooke, is that you, Brooke?" She runs towards Brooke, and then something in her head, she goes, "Kura." And then you see what is with all of this communication. Oh, you see Summers, he's sitting there with like blood coming out of his mouth. He's like dying basically. He says, "Ouch." Quellington says, Great Emu, the Holy Land is currently in a sea of flames. What is with this person? Her face got all scary. Through seems through seems to require additional military force. Mu will show the dimension of God's advance, and that was the end. It looks like Emu, the basically the king of the world right now. Emu is like possessing Ganku's body. I don't know how, but it looks like it's possessing Ganku's body. Ganku got some type of memory of Brook while she's running back to Brook. Her body gets controlled by I'm believing Emu, because Quellington says great Emu, and then you see this voice, like this text. I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm guessing Ganku got taken over by Emu, and it's like, what is all of this? Looks like you guys need help, which is kind of crazy. You see Ganku, her hair grew all long, so I'm guessing that's what happened. I don't know how, but I'm guessing we're gonna know in the next chapter. But a lot of shit is going on in this chapter. We find out that, okay, these immortal beings that get cut up and can regenerate their bodies, they can actually get hurt. As you see, Copper Capon sliced Summers like in half, and he can't regenerate. But Summers, Ganku used Colin as a hostage, Scopper's son, and stabbed him in the neck, which made him give up. And now he's getting thrown off of the branch. And I think Chopper, he's trying to save him. He ran off of the cliff with him. I think he's trying to save him somehow. And so now you see Ganku, as you hear as she hears Colin yelling out, "Daddy, Dad, no!" She gets a memory of what seems to be Brook. A memory of Brook, randomly of Brook. And Brook says, "Yo, you see, my dream is to be a pirate," he says. And then as she gets this memory, she's like, Brook, she's trying to run to Brook, but Emu takes over her body. You see, she grows her hair all long, and she got the eyes of Emu, the little circles. And yeah, that was the end of this chapter, man. This chapter was actually really fucking crazy. Goddamn, yeah, a lot of stuff was going on in this one. A lot of stuff, a lot of exposition, like a lot of like mysteries are happening in this chapter. I hope you guys enjoy this, man. This one was really, really good. I really like this one. I know the next chapter is gonna be even crazier. We're gonna see Emu. We're probably gonna get more background on what was with Brook and Ganku's relationship. We're probably most likely, I'm thinking that Scopper, he just fell off of this branch. Chopper jumped down there to save him too. I'm guessing that they're both gonna go down to the underworld where Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are, and they're gonna link up with them and Loki, and they're gonna go up and like have this big fight. That's my thought. Given that they are falling off of the top part of that branch, and we're gonna get more exposition of what's going on with Emu and her powers and everything. So, man, there's a lot going on, man. I think it's a really good chapter. One Piece chapter 1149. Guys, let me know what you think about this chapter and down in the comments below if you liked it. If you didn't like it, please, I would like to have a genuine conversation about One Piece, man. I'm just trying to have a conversation. If you guys are interested, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff, man. Share the video with a friend, family, anyone you think might enjoy these videos, man. I would very, very, very much appreciate it. But that's it, and that's that, guys. We're gonna wrap it up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do. But that's it. That's good. That's that, and that's this, guys. I love you guys, man. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new positive video, guys. Y'all take it easy. I love y'all. Peace.